After a bit of time off over Christmas, I wanted to kickstart my property business as quickly as possible. So I'm setting myself the challenge to secure as many properties as I can in just 1 week.
So how many deals do you think you're going to get?
I'm pretty confident I can get 3, you know. I think I'm going to get 3.
Should we put some steaks on the line?
Steaks, what kind? Go on. I'm up for whatever. I know I can get 3, so I don't mind.
You can get 3 easily.
Yeah.
7 days. How about a haircut? Buzz cut, all the way.
A buzz cut?
Buzz cut. 3 houses, 7 days, if not, buzz cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it. After very impulsively agreeing to that challenge, I set to work the following day. Day 1, we got big fat nothing. I smashed the phones, but most of the agents were still closed for the holidays, and this meant that day 1 was basically a complete write-off. Day 2, things started looking up. I hit the phones hard again and managed to get 3 viewings booked in, with one of them having a provisional offer already accepted. So first thing on day 3, we went and viewed the property. So we are in the northwest in St Helens. We've secured a property for one of our investors. Just on our way there now. It's been absolutely lashing down with rain, so we're a little bit behind. I think the traffic was a bit of a nightmare, but it's looking good. We're just around the corner. Looks like we can't get in. And there's no way around the back at all.
There's no way. Well, that's the key that fits. They're going to get in touch with the bloke first, who's obviously. Is it been sold, this, or is it? Yeah. So the seller, they're getting in touch with him as we speak, but he doesn't live close by. That's the trouble.
Oh, really?
So
there must be a way around the back.
yeah, a gated area. I'm so sorry, but not a lot I can do.
No, I know. She came back to me and said the sales fallen through. The person who was buying it, their mortgage, they took too long, mortgage expired. Yeah. Then when we went to reapply, it was like 2 or 3% higher, which meant they couldn't afford it. Yeah, they didn't want to buy it. I think it's best if we take him for a coffee. I'm all the way from Wales to have a look at this house. It's one property that we've got secured for him, and can't get into the front door. So I'm gonna go for a coffee and I don't know, spend a bit of time together and make it less of a wasted trip for him. Although we couldn't access the house, the deal was then secured subject to a viewing later that week. So I'm going to count that as half a deal done. On to the next 2 viewings. So this house that we're just about to go and have a look at, there's actually 2 on the same street. They're owned by the same person. The sales have fallen through, used to be tenanted, now vacant. So I've asked if we can have a look at them. We'll probably be offering a lot lower than the asking price, so I don't know if we'll definitely get these, but if we do, it would be a great one, either for me, because this is actually quite local to where I live, or we can actually just pass these on to an investor and it would just be a great deal for them. So let's go have a look at the 2, work out if it would be a good deal. Okay. Replaster, paint, depends what you want to use it for. If we're gonna buy it to rent out, then we'd probably be fine to just paint over it, but yeah, that's great. It's we're in this one. So we've got the kitchen down here. It's just a small, narrow kitchen. It is old, but I think they've wrapped this and they've painted the kitchen cupboards, so it's not too bad. And then this is the family bathroom downstairs. Could maybe do with putting it upstairs. That would be a preference, but not essential. There's a lot of inbuilt wardrobes in this house. Both basically don't have a garden. They've got this little kind of courtyard space, so you just need to factor that in with the end value. This one's a lot more run down than the other one, isn't it? It needs a bit more work. Not too bad. They are steep, aren't they? Yeah, this is not helpful, is it? Why people decide to do this? Okay. Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, I prefer it upstairs, just not accessed through another bedroom. The second bedroom, just a bit smaller, with private access to the bathroom. When was this last?
This one, I'm not too
When
sure.
did it last have a tenant?
The other one was rented out, finished in December. We've only had that one on the market since mid-December, so we
Yeah.
could get access while the tenants were in. This one, it's been on the market for a couple of months. I'm not too sure when the last time they had tenants in it.
Yeah. They probably want to get rid of it because it's not up to standard for rentals, isn't it? So
Yeah, whereas the other one you can get people in.
you could probably get people in that the electrics and plumbing are fine, whereas this you'd need to do a full rewire on this. Who installs these radiators? What the heck? UPVC windows at least, so they're fine. Going through my head at this moment in time, I was convinced that we could get these houses secured at the right price, meaning this entire challenge will be done and wrapped up before the end of day 4. How wrong I was. Houses look good. It's just whether they're happy to accept the right price. We offered a lot below the asking price, and they just said we won't entertain an offer unless you view it, and so we've just come to view it, and so now we'll be putting an offer, the exact same offer as before, and hopefully they can let us know whether they want to go for it or not. After those wasted viewings, we did luckily get confirmation that the previous day's property had now been viewed by our investor, and we had that first deal done. Currently on my way to go and have a quick look at this property. It is one in Levenshulme in Manchester. Going to be having a look at it. I've been given a little hint that the seller is looking to sell quickly and would take below the asking price. So of course, jumping on it, coming and having a look, and hopefully we can get something out of this one. Yeah, it's a huge property, isn't it?
It is multiple.
Something wrong with the roof.
Yeah, it looks like there's been a big leak in the past, but
This house was one that I really liked. It was a great property with bags of potential in a fantastic area. Great.
do you like it?
Yeah. It seems okay if it was the right price. This was getting exhausting. However, I managed to scrape a last minute viewing on day 5, which was a fairly tired house, but a good opportunity for a deal. I did my assessment on the house and threw my best offer at them. I'm not gonna lie, day 6 was a bit of a slump. I was fed up with the rejections and motivation was at an all-time low. Until... Okay guys, so I have some pretty good news for you. Well, better news for me than it is for you. I'm just out walking the dog and I've just got off the phone to the agent of one of the houses that we viewed yesterday to say that we had an offer accepted. So we've got 2 deals down and 1 to go. Let's do this. So it's currently 11 at night and I'm working through a few deals, and I just actually got a message from somebody with some photos of a house. So I'm assuming that's a deal that they're sending me, so I'm going to assess that, have a look at it, and then I'm going to bed. Hopefully this is our deal. The following morning, we managed to get a quick viewing on the deal that got sent to me. A family member let us in because the seller wasn't actually around, but it looked good, so we went back to the office, ran the numbers, and arranged to call the seller later that afternoon. However, I wasn't going to leave getting our last deal to chance, so I called everyone I could to try and get one more deal and complete our challenge. Great. Thanks very much. Agent's in at 1 o'clock, so they'll give me a call back when they're in. Jack speaking. Hey, okay. Realistically, where do we need to be?
Wouldn't want to just keep going back and forth.
Rejection after rejection. Whatever I did, I just couldn't seem to get another deal agreed.
No one's picking up. Why do estate agents choose today to not answer the phone? Take care. Bye. No luck.
So it came down to this last phone call with the seller of the property that we viewed that very same
Have you got 5
morning.
minutes to just quickly talk of how many years are left on the leasehold? It's about 800 and something, isn't it? And how much do you pay in terms of ground rent and service charge? Oh, mate, how do you cope? How do you cope? You pay 50p a year for your ground rent and service charge. Okay, we'll make sure we factor that in. What stops you from renovating it yourself? Oh, hello. Yeah, I'll try you on WhatsApp. Yeah. Can you hear me all right? Oh, please. Trying you on a different phone, see if that works. Things like that. Have you got keys or? The one chuffing guy who actually wants to do a deal and the flipping audio doesn't work. I don't know what is going on with this, but the signal is just absolutely shocking. We can definitely do the 100,000. So is that something you'd want to progress with? Fantastic. Can get this over the line as quickly as we can for you. All right, thanks very much. Take care, bye-bye. You know what's hilarious? I have to go in 29 minutes. So I just need to get this sent off and signed, and then we're done. The buzz cut would have been, I can say that now, the reality is, I'd have probably just cried through the whole process, but, do you know what, I knew I'd do it. I doubted me more than you doubted me, but we did it. Cheers.
And by the skin of my teeth, I managed to avoid a buzz cut. So I celebrated by going and getting a fresh trim, but most importantly, I built up momentum and I've set the bar for 2023. If you're currently looking to become full-time in property and you want to learn how to package and sell property deals to replace your income, make sure you check out the Deal Selling Launchpad. I want to teach you everything you need to know to launch your sourcing business this year and create financial independence. Check out the link in the description to find out more.